Hey YouTube, Mark Hoffman here today, and right now I want to talk to you about the Spyderco Byrd Meadowlark. And give me a second, I'm going to have some coffee. Yeah, this Meadowlark is definitely something I've had before in the collection. I actually found this from a seller on eBay, which this is perfectly genuine. I've not found a fake bird yet, but from what I can see, everything seems fine. But I found this on eBay, and it was $27. And so I bought a second one. I said, you know what, these things are usually about $35, $38 in G10. And I said to myself, you know what, I've got to pick another one up. Got to do that. So I have another one. This knife has exceeded all my expectations. I've had one of these before in these stainless steel handles. And I'll just tell you this is the Spyderco Spyderco Delica. I was forgetting what it was called. Delica, that I think we all should have. If Spyderco could make this knife with black or green or blue or whatever G10 like this, with the forward finger choil like this, with the spider hole, VG10 steel, I would be happy. And if they could do that for, I know they can do it for $75, you know, I know they can, but they won't. But if that could be done, that would be the perfect everyday Spyderco for me. This thing is perfect. Absolutely perfect. I mean, the liners, the finishing, everything on this knife is absolutely perfect. Absolutely perfect. And I mean, this thing has no problems. When it opens, the lock is fantastic, enough tension. When it locks, it's perfectly flush. The lock has a little bit of stick. I think there's a little bit of gunk in there from me carrying it. But holy cow, wonderful. 4-position pocket clip. That's great. Now, you may notice that I have made a journey to the innermost circle of hell and put my knife tip down carry. There's a reason for it. I have actually been noticing this in the use of my knives. Unless the pocket clip is like really flat, really flush, or really down low where it's out of the way, like on my Benchmade Super Freak, I have been putting a lot of my knives tip down because this flat section here on my palm for heavy work that I've been doing in the shop, I mean, this thing does tear up your hand after using it for 2 hours, okay? It really does. And when it's up here, it's not doing anything to my hand. It's not really making contact with my hand since it's in this little cubby here. So this nice flat section here is right up against my palm, and that's really where I'm doing a lot of the twisting, the pull. A lot of the pressure is right over here when I'm using the knife, not up here. So I've been doing that on a lot of my knives. As you can see, this thing does have a fantastic ergonomic presence in the hand. Really nice. I still wish this was just a little lower, just so my thumb isn't cramped up here. That was one of the reasons why I sold my Meadowlark, but I'm learning to get used to it and holding it more in this position, because I think that's how it really feels great. And I'll get in a better position like that. There we go. So that's how I've been holding it. lately. I usually hold it this way. And if this gets uncomfortable, I just bear down on it and do this. But you can also hold it back here like on the regular Delica, which I will pull out here my H1 Salt, which I have added a sharpening choil to. I will quickly note that this H1 steel does not react like regular steel. When I started grinding through this, it felt like, and it didn't feel like it was soft, don't get me wrong. This took some time. But the way the metal was falling away from itself, it came away like a putty, versus when I do it on a steel like HCR, it turns into a powder. So just a thing of note there. But yes, and this has not really impeded my use. I love it. I love it being able to just start here and keep my edges straight. So real quick, here we go. So this is your standard Delica handle. This is the H1 Salt 2, but it shares the same handle. And we can see that these are exactly the same size. Granted, this is a little more chubby on the back here. It looks a little longer, but it's exactly the same size. But on this one here, I have to hold it kind of like that, which puts you in this far back reach hold, which you're really supposed to hold it at. And so that's really comfortable. But with this, I mean, it's very comfortable here, but oh my goodness, the stuff you can do with it close up to your material with this finger choil here. Oh my gosh, it's fantastic. So, and you can tell that I really like this knife. I really wish Spyderco would just make this into a forward choil, do some machining like on the stretch, and because I mean the stretch is basically a Endura, but they've put a nice finger choil on the front. Oh my goodness, I wish they would. I'll get this out of the way. So yeah, this knife is fantastic. We have the, I think it's called the Void Dent system. I can't remember the exact name on it. Oh goodness, I think I just butchered that. But we've got the dent here, which helps you locate the lock and prevents you from activating the lock from the blade. And I really have never had that problem. I really think it's an invention for a problem that was never there. So, you know, but in the dark, I will say it is nice to have, but you can also just run your finger across the scale and you'll just be able to do that. So, and find it. But that, I mean, this thing is fantastic. It's also running on bronze bushings, very small bronze bushings. They're very small. You can't even see them in right there, but they are very small, which I don't doubt that they're not going to do their job. But if I had to, it would be really hard to find a brass bushing or a bronze bushing that's this thin. Look how thin a gap that is. I mean, these things are wafer thin, very thin bushings. Now, this is not the original pocket clip that came with this knife. I actually got this pocket clip off of my Byrd Robin, and I put it on here, primarily because I just think it looks better. I mean, from here, I'm not seeing a big silver pocket clip. I just see black, and I see a few screws. So I think it just looks a little better. I know people don't like the Spyderco painted black clips, but when it's on a black handle, I think it looks great. So yeah, I mean, we're running almost to 10 minutes here, and you can tell that I really like this knife. If you can find it for the price that I paid for it, $27, free shipping, I say get it. I say get it. It's a fantastic slicer, a fantastic utility knife. You can hold it in many different ways. I mean, this is a Sal Glesser design. Sal and Eric sit down for Spyderco Byrd, and they design everything. This isn't just being designed by anybody else. I mean, this is designed by Spyderco and for people who want Spyderco but just don't want to spend the money. So, I mean, this thing is fantastic. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video and my review and discussion on the Spyderco Byrd Meadowlark II in G10. And if you did enjoy this video, remember please to subscribe. I really am enjoying seeing you guys engage in my channel, and I love talking to you about knives. So thank you guys again for viewing my channel and enjoying this video, and I hope you have a great day or night. Remember that. Make it a great one. So thank you guys again. I'll see you in the next one. Have a great one. Bye-bye.